There's no better time to find out what Mazda can offer you than right now. Get 0.9% financing for 60 months on the new 24 Mazda CX-50, named an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus Award winner. Save thousands on your new Mazda right now at Team Mazda on Airline.
Good morning. I know. We need something happier, jazzier on a Friday, especially.
Have you noticed, maybe it was subtle, maybe it was just me, seeing something that wasn't there? After his promotion to chief, was he a little more cocky this morning, I think?
Who are you talking about?
Caparata.
What?
Yeah, I think he was.
You calling this man out?
Hey, look at him over there with that grin on his face.
Because he doesn't know how to respond to that, Johnny.
He's like, yeah, well, when Jay's
why you gotta take shots at me on a Friday?
Well, because, well, now
trying to keep him humble, that's why.
Once he's department head, it's going to be, I'm going to be in
your
trouble.
boss?
You know, who's the 70s song, Why Can't We Be Friends?
War.
War, that's right.
Why can't we?
See?
You and I are good friends. I just hope we remain
sometimes.
friends when you start becoming department head and chief and all of
That's
this.
why you have to be on your best behavior.
All kidding aside.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very excited about that.
Oh, big announcement there. Of course, if you missed it here, welcome to 9 News Now. Chief Meteorologist Jay Grimes is retiring after nearly 30 years at Channel 9. Steve Caparata stepping into that role. And Steve, we got a lot to follow this summer, so we're grateful you're taking the reins here.
Yeah, big shoes to fill. Very thankful for the opportunity. Thank you guys as well. Let's give you a little what's happening outside this morning. It's our Sky 9 view in Port Allen, looking over downtown and the sun coming up above some clouds that we had over downtown. It's our Sky 9 view brought to you by Our Lady of the Lake. Most of us waking up to temperatures in the 70s, Baton Rouge 73, Gonzales 75, a little muggier closer to the coast with temperatures in the upper 70s. It'll heat up pretty quickly here through the morning into the low 90s at noon, 96 for a high today. Mainly sunny, but also mainly dry, so plenty of heat. Now into your Father's Day weekend, the mornings are going to be trending a little bit muggier, 75 for a low. The high tomorrow, 98, so even hotter tomorrow. Watch out for the heat today and tomorrow. By Saturday, the heat index could get up around 105. Can't rule out a stray shower tomorrow. That overall is a pretty slim chance. Now, Sunday, Father's Day, still going to be hot. 76 in the morning, 94 for a high, so still making it into the low to mid-90s because even though we have better rain chances on the way, probably holding off until the mid-afternoon in many areas. We'll put those rain chances 50 to maybe 60% by Sunday afternoon. But for right now, we've got a dome of high pressure centered a little bit west of us this morning. It's going to be moving eastward the next couple of days. So as it kind of gets closest, most overhead tomorrow, that's when the heat will peak. But it'll continue eastward as it does so. If you can imagine a clockwise flow around high pressure, that's going to start tapping into some of this tropical moisture that's been locked in down to our south the last several days. So the Hurricane Center continuing to watch two areas this morning. One out in the Atlantic, should stay out in the western Atlantic, 20% chance of development, and development odds slowly continuing to increase in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico up to 50% as of the newest update. But the key message here for us is that even if something comes to this, which I think there's a pretty good chance it will, probably moves into Mexico. So we just get some moisture. How much are we looking at? Well, you can see heaviest rains out over the Gulf of Mexico. Weather Prediction Center did bump numbers up a little bit in the latest outlook, generally showing 1 to 3 inches of rain north of Baton Rouge the next 7 days. The yellow, where you get yellow, that's at least 3 inches. So 3 to 5 near and south of Baton Rouge, and the red is 5 inches plus. So it does look like a pretty good soaking on the way into next week. But also, I think most of the rainfall should be manageable. We'll keep an eye on it. Today and tomorrow, mainly dry, very hot, with the peak of the heat being tomorrow. Now, for Father's Day, if you have some outdoor plans with Dad, don't cancel them, but be ready to dodge some raindrops. Monday and Tuesday, we've got rain chances 60 to 70%, and then after that, kind of our typical summertime storms, but with better rain chances, some heat relief into next week, highs closer to normal. 7:07 now with a check on the roads. Here's Johnny.
And the Grove State Bridge update this morning. We gave you some updates on it during 9 News this morning. If you are joining us here on the Plus, well, it's still closed to vehicle traffic. Will be for 5 or 6 months. Marine traffic can pass on the Port Allen Lock. But today they have now opened The pedestrian ferry, awesome job in the last couple of days. Look what they've done. They put the barges up there, little walkway bridge. They've got tents up for you to kind of sit comfortably and wait on the ferry. Very, very short trip across that lock right there. And you've got plenty of parking so you can carpool, park on both sides of the lock. They've got benches modified on the Wildlife and Fisheries ferry. It is the I don't want to call it party barge, but it is a barge, and they've got the seats on it, and it's very comfortable to go across. So that starts today, and their hours of operation, again, 5 to 9 in the morning, 3 to 8 in the afternoon. And make sure you visit the businesses in and around that area. Make sure that you take care of folks that have always taken care of us. We have had a very, very busy 9 News morning show this morning, not the least of which the update from the Amber Alert yesterday. Not good. Liz Co updates us on all that and more next.
Well, welcome back to 709. We are following a number of headlines for you here, including one of our top stories still right now at this hour. The latest out of Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office, where they tell us this is a photo from the moment that this man was arrested. This crazy story coming after they reported the recovery of 4-year-old Erin Brunette's body. She and her sister were actually reported missing after their mother's body was found dead in a home there in Loranger. Now, the suspect, that's Daniel Callahan there, he was arrested in Jackson after being accused of abducting those 2 girls and murdering their mother. Here's the thing. Police found the 6-year-old injured but alive there in Mississippi with Callahan when they found him. But her sister, well, they found her body in a wooded area not far from where they were in Jackson. We caught up with the Jackson police chief, who says that that area where they found the girls and that man had been kind of a suspected area for human trafficking. There are so many moving parts to this story, but know that he is in custody this morning. Again, the Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office sharing that photo of that arrest. You had multi-agencies come together across Mississippi and Louisiana coming together. Remember that Amber Alert they issued yesterday morning? Well, they quickly wrapped that up by early afternoon on Thursday. As this story continues to develop, and when we find out more about this case, we're going to let you know and update you through the 9 News app. Let's get you to a shooting in the Baton Rouge area. One person taken to the hospital here. We're told by first responders that one person was injured after a shooting near the old state capitol. You're seeing a bunch of different first responders on River Road. You can see the fire department, you see the Baton Rouge Police Department responding there as well. According to authorities, well, we have not got an update on the injuries for that person. I have no idea as to what led up to the shooting at this time as well. But remember, that is a heavily trafficked area. So if you happen to see anything at the time of the shooting, right around 8 o'clock Thursday night, well, authorities are asking you to call in those tips to Crime Stoppers. That number is 344-STOP. You could even be eligible for a cash reward. And remember, your tips are always going to be anonymous. And you may want to have that number handy if you have any tips about this investigation. The Baton Rouge Police Department with another investigation, but this one, it is a deadly shooting. So this actually started with a wellness check. Family and friends reached out to police to call in and check on their loved one at this home on Pocahontas Street. Well, when police got there, they say they found a person dead from gunshot wounds. Right now, there's no motive or suspect in this investigation as well, but if you can help them out, asking you to call in those tips again to Crime Stoppers. Well, a local judge is under fire here after the Advocate newspaper reported that she allegedly lied about military service during her campaign. She's the latest among several judges in the 19th JDC to face some controversy in recent months. Well, while on the campaign trail, Judge Tiffany Foxworth Roberts reportedly ran ads painting herself as an accomplished Army captain who served in Desert Storm, Iraq, and Afghanistan. But the Louisiana Judiciary Commission says those were lies. Now, because judges are elected here, it's not just easy to fire them. They have to go before a board, a judiciary board, to have their actions called into question. So we're going to find out maybe sometime in October, but when she goes before that board to find an update on this case. Let's take you to Grove State now. Johnny mentioned a little bit about this here, where that pedestrian ferry is now up and running. You remember it was just over a week ago where that tugboat hit the Grove State drawbridge there? Well, now over the lock, crews have been hard at work making sure that that is up and running for folks to get across that waterway. So you see the times on your screen, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. You can get across there. They're going to close it down for a portion of the day and then back later on in the afternoon from 3 to 8 in the evening. They're going to open that back up so you can get back to your vehicle parked on that side. Remember, this is only for foot traffic, so you will need a ride on the other side when you get there by the ferry. Big updates there. Some ongoing constructions to note for you here. We spoke with the driver who is fed up with a pothole, a repair that she had to make. She's out $1,000, and she filed a claim with the city, who said that they wouldn't fix it or refund her because they didn't know about that pothole prior to her hitting it. So they're asking you, if you happen to see one out there, and hopefully you don't end up encountering that or running over that, they're asking you to report those potholes by calling 311. You can also go to the City Parish website to report that, to let them know about it, and hopefully if you do end up in a situation like hers, they may be able to reimburse you. Let's get you over to the East Baton Rouge Parish Health Unit, where we've been reporting all week. They've been going under some storm repair damage. Well, now today they are officially expected to open within the time frame of their operating hours. Yesterday was the original reopening date after all the delays. Well, they say some internet issues caused them to delay that opening, but today their services are back up and running, and they can accommodate folks who are looking to come in and get their resources. There is a health fair going on in the Baton Rouge area. It's actually happening at the Southern University Mini Dome, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow. Folks are offering free dental, vision, and medical service care. No appointments are needed, but they are asking you to bring whatever you can that may help them out for any medical history, but none of that is really required. Come early, because this thing always gets a lot of folks. In the meantime, it is Friday, folks. We've made it.
I feel like it's been a busy week.
It has been. There's a lot going on.
Yep.
And still more to come. We've still got, what, a few more hours to go? Stay with us.
If you're ready for a do-it-all vehicle with smooth handling and smart interior styling, look no further than the new 2024 Honda CR-V. Once again named a Car and Driver's 10 Best Trucks and SUV list. Come save on your new CR-V right now at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.